Hi there. Today we're gonna do a review on a Duke 110 Conibear trap, or body gripping trap, and we're gonna do one on a Bridger 110 body gripping trap. I'm gonna tell you right now, there's not much difference, but I feel like it's important to review it for the people who, like me, was having a very hard time picking ones out. This will be my first year trapping, so we'll see how it goes. But yeah, I finally found a supply house. I'm in northern Illinois, so it's hard to find a supply house for trappers, and I finally found one over in northwestern Illinois, I think it's 45-50 minutes from my house, and it worked out really well. So he let me walk in, and he stood right there with me and gave me pointers on what I should get and what I shouldn't get, and what's a little more superior, what's more budget minded, but's going to work pretty good. And so this is what I came up with. We have here, just going to be careful because these things scare the shit out of me, but whatever. This is our Bridger, or Duke 110, solid 110. It's going to be great for muskrat. And then here's our Bridger 110. They both have about the same tension. When I was putting them in, they're obviously the same size, the 110. There's really not much difference. The difference in these is I bought this one at the supply house. I bought these on eBay foolishly for a higher price than they should have been. That is also something I'm going to recommend not doing, is go to F&T or go to your local supplier. They seem to be a lot cheaper than eBay or Facebook Marketplace, because people think they have antique traps because they're rusty. I think that's ridiculous. I've seen a lot of antique Victors and antique Dukes, but yes, there are antique Victors out there, but these ones were not, and they wanted $50 a piece for like a #1 long spring. I thought that was just insane. It's just rusty. They found them in the garage that they just moved in this house. They probably found one in the garage and they thought it was something. So just be careful with that. I got caught up in that 2 weeks before I went out and bought all the fancy traps you see behind me, and 5 dozen traps. I'm gonna try to do reviews on a couple of them. So here we go. I got my cardboard here to show you how well these suckers do. Pretty good. There's not really much to review on these. They both seem like solid traps. I went with Duke because they were a little cheaper. Not by much, but like 50 cents cheaper. And doesn't sound like a lot, but when you get into the dozen, 2 dozen, I mean, that starts to add up. Which is, if you buy them by the dozen, you're actually going to get a way better deal. So if you can, do that. Don't buy 2 or 3 here and there. Just buy the dozen, wait. Here's my Duke. Yeah, you saw me flinch. Both pretty quick. Both pretty solid traps. Both have the three notches. So, yeah, I would go with either. Both chains, pretty similar. Loops, pretty similar. Looks like they're both tack welded too. So you're pretty good with that. Shouldn't have that issue. I don't think a muskrat's gonna rip that apart anyways, but who knows. I bought a dozen 110s, and I'm hoping to get on the muskrat this year. I know where there's some good places to find muskrat. It's just I don't have the land for that. I have probably 200 acres here that I can trap without any hassle, but they're 200 acres of corn. So with no surrounding forest of any kind. So, and there's no tree lines. Everybody's cuts them down here in northern Illinois. So it's just miles and miles of fields with maybe an acre of trees here and there. So I know some people here and there that might let me hunt. I bought the Onyx OnX app, so I know who owns what now, which is very convenient. And it tells me their address, so I'm going to start sending out letters here. It's July 1st, so I'm hoping I got time to do that. Maybe I jumped the gun by buying all my traps and then deciding where I'm going to trap, but I'm going to do it regardless. I'm one of those guys who wants to just get out there and do it. And now I call myself the lame trapper because I have such a problem with walking, because I was born with club foot. But we're going to go ahead and go past that because I've got this life-changing brace called an ExoSim that really helped me walk without pain through any terrain. So I got it in February, and I got it 2 days before trapping season ended. So I went out and my cousin lent me a few traps, and I went out and I put 2 traps out at the end of the season and caught a skunk. Wasn't ready for that. Realized we have a lot of skunk in the area, so I'm actually going to try those 2 around here. So alright, that's my review and a little bit of rambling about me. Subscribe to the channel. I'm going to, hopefully this season, I'm going to put up more videos of me losing a lot of animals and catching 1 or 2. We'll see. I'm going to put my losses on because I believe that's important to being a sportsman. We have a lot of losses. A lot of people don't realize that because they watch the hunting shows where somebody goes out and they get something every single time, and it's world record buck, world record turkey, you know. So we're not going to do that. We're going to be real. So thanks for watching my review. Have a good day.